this is the review for Terrifier 3. Um, I think that most people who go to see Terrifier 3 are going to get exactly what they expect to get. I don't know that anybody goes to see Terrifier for the storyline. They go to see for the gore and the kills, and you have a lot of that in there. I myself am not a huge fan of gore. It's really not my thing. But I don't mind it, which is why I saw the Terrifier movies. I forgot how I even found Terrifier. It might have been on some streaming platform. I watched it and I was like, what the hell is this? But then I continued watching, the series as it came out or what have you. And again, I do horror reviews, so kind of makes sense to go see it. But I would have been seeing it anyway. Um, Terrifier, I personally really think the second one was a lot gorier than the first one, than this third one rather. So I know they were saying the whole people are throwing up or this or that and da da da, and I guess they did that with the last one that came out, and they'll probably do that with Terrifier 4, which is supposedly in the works as well. But I don't know I have too much to say about this. It doesn't per se add too much to the story. I think for me, being totally honest, I haven't acutely followed the story. I know in general it's this girl, and I guess she has what, magic powers or something. There's some type of mythology that Damien Leone is trying to create here, or has created. And it has something to do with her dad and her, like, I guess her younger brother or whatever. Again, I'm not the person to come to for the breakdown story beat by story beat or what have you. I'm just a general person watching a movie, letting you know from a general person's perspective of what the movie is, because the story is just, I don't know what it is about these Terrifier movies, the story overall, that it's just something is kind of lacking there, but I can't put my finger on exactly what it is. But as I said, I don't think the story is the draw. The draw are the kills, and of course the kills definitely do deliver. I will say I very, very much appreciated seeing I don't want to say a male body get mutilated, but the more mutilation of a male body, because, as a woman, you see all the time there's tits everywhere, which I don't say that I per se mind, and I'm like, don't show tits, but you rarely ever get to see men's privates or anything like that really get mutilated. Not that it doesn't happen, but I would be very surprised if it happened anywhere near the level of us seeing breasts all the time get mutilated or what have you, or naked women getting cut up and what have you. So that kind of, like, I really did enjoy that scene just because it was a little bit different. I mean, in general, films have been kind of moving into this sector where you are starting to see men having to expose themselves the way that women have for the history of film or whatnot, and it's kind of a great balance or what have you. I would say too, I was thinking about art, and I don't really understand, like, I'm not scared of art, but then again, I don't know that there's anybody outside of, like, Freddy Krueger that I would have said I was afraid of, and that would have been, well, when I was a kid. I mean, I guess if a Freddy Krueger existed, I would be afraid of him today, but that would be the same of any one of these people. So yeah, I think that I think that people will really, people who like things like Terrifier, I don't think they'll be disappointed going to see it. There's like a not really too much again for me to say about the story or too many of the other elements of it. It's, the basic story, right? We're kind of sort of picking up from where the last one left off or what have you. So well, this is probably not doing the film too much of any degree of justice. The film itself was good. I met Damien Leone, and he's just such a nice guy. He was really, really nice. And I'm really, really happy for him that he's got this film creating, another horror icon, because we haven't had one in very many years. I mean, Scream, we got one from Scream, but it's been so long since we've had somebody outside of that. So, I like Art the Clown. Terrifier movies are okay. Again, I'm not a gore person, so it's not ever going to be on the top of my list. but I will pretty much always purchase and support um, and see what, what Art the Clown is up to, or have you. So if you're not into gore, if you really like a story and that's very, very important to you, then I would say just skip it. It's known for the gore. I can't see why anybody who does not like gore would go to the theater to see Terrifier, but then again, people do all sorts of crazy things, so I guess there's that. But yeah, if you like gore, I think you will enjoy Terrifier, but I also am curious if other people think that it is very much like it's just not as gory as the second one. I really just don't. I almost feel in a sense too, it's kind of lighter on the kills, but I don't know because I didn't go back to watch the second one again, so maybe it's just the way that I'm remembering it, but it really was a great job. I mean, 28.6 million in the box office on a $2 million budget. I'm not a mathematician, but I think that's pretty good. So anyway, you guys get ready for Terrifier 4 because of course it's going to be coming. And as I said, if you already have seen the other Terrifiers, you're going to be happy enough with this Terrifier as well.